often do you feel like you're in wide open spaces versus crammed in by concerns and crammed in by anxiety and fear, crammed in by negative stuff? And when we're singing, she needs wide open spaces, we're not really talking about it's got to be a big field. She got to have not a lot of hills around her. She's got to not have, right? It is wide open spaces inside of us. That is a physical picture of a spiritual thing. So there we have this universal human recognition that, look, we want that kind of freedom. Because you could be on some road trip in a very nice wide open space, but you could be miserable because you're thinking about what this person said to you or how this isn't going to happen right for you. You can be in small spaces inside of wide open spaces. So let's figure out how can we get access, how can you get wide open spaces on demand? And this is what I think we're getting out of this. So Jesus here, in my mind, is declaring independence against fear, against anxiety, against concern for how things are going to turn out. You don't even think of that as, oh yeah, I have been living my life completely under this regime that is trying to get me to always worry about how things are going to turn out. I spent my whole life doing that. When I was young, I was worried, oh, do I have enough friends? Oh, did I do that? Did I do some kind of social mistake there? And you get older and are the kinds of bad things that have happened going to happen again? Am I going to get a good job? Oh no, am I going to get sick? And every time I'll worry about this thing and worry about it, and then when it doesn't happen and it turns out fine, you'd think, right, because you got this relationship with your worry machine, which is supposed to be, it's claiming that it's there helping you, saying, look, I'm just trying to help you navigate your life and teach you that, to be careful of things and alert you of incoming danger. But then as soon as the thing that you were telling me I needed to really worry about, and it really made me miserable for a long time, it didn't happen. Instead of us relaxing and feeling great, now you're saying, well, worry about the next thing. I didn't even think of that, but wait a second. What am I getting out of this relationship with all this worry? The good do not wish the evil any harm. He's setting up the difference between, next after this ellipses here, the difference between you have heard it was said of old, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, and what Jesus is calling us to. The evil who carry out punishment act from an inordinate desire to do ill, whereas the good act from a fondness for doing good. So if we break it down into us, and let's say somebody does something and it needs a reaction, either we can be doing it because we're desiring to hurt them back. They hurt us, so we're going to hurt them back. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Or you're acting from a fondness for doing good. Wait a second, why am I a part of this thing? Why am I paying tribute to this system? And along comes Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount and elsewhere and says, guess what? There's a vision. There is a better way that we can be, where these two things, these two sort of empires that we're under, all the fear and anxiety that plague us all the time because we don't really understand the care and the presence of God and how carefully we are all being watched out for. And then there is the tyranny of our ego and of our, of the eye for an eye spirit inside of all of us. And to get independence from those things, because you can really just feel like I don't even want to care about I've been turning over what this person said in my head for hours. They're gone, and I'm still getting revved up about, I don't even want to be doing this. I'm being occupied by this thing, and I don't want to be here. Yeah, I would like independence from that.